Hey everyone, my name is JP Odell and I'm the president and CEO of the Sea Sweepers ROV team. The Sea Sweepers ROV team has been around for 7 years now. We started out with 4 guys in the 5th grade and we've been together ever since now. One unique thing about our club is we're not funded by any type of school or organization. We are our own independent club. This year also was a really exciting year for us. We applied for 501c3 tax-exempt status from the IRS and are super pleased to announce that our club is now 501c3 tax exempt, which means that we are an official nonprofit organization. The Sea Sweepers have been really successful in the water the past 7 years in 3 different divisions in the MATE competition. The MATE competition is a competition that is hosted around the world for underwater robotics teams. Every year the mission theme changes. This year's mission theme is a trip to Europa, which is one of the moons of Jupiter. In addition to design considerations that have to do with the theme, we have to complete certain tasks that have to do with a mission to Europa. Some of the missions we were required to do this year include flipping over CubeSats to read serial numbers, photographing coral colonies and identifying them on the surface, retrieving oil samples from the seafloor, measuring depths of ice crusts and the ocean depth, and measuring temperatures under the water. The first 4 years we competed in the Scout class, which is the lowest division in the MATE competition, and progressively worked ourselves up in that division. The 5th year of the competition, the Sea Sweepers competed in the Navigator class. The Navigator class is the 2nd tier of the competition, and the first year that we competed in it, we took home first place in every title that we could. The competition we compete in is not just a competition, they actually theme the event to simulate real-world scenarios. Previous themes included working on gas and oil pipelines, which they use real-world ROVs in those industries, and allows us to get an inside look into what the industry is in these types of situations is really like. Last year, the Sea Sweepers took a huge leap and went up to the Ranger class, which is the highest class offered in the Monterey Bay Regional. Competed in the Monterey Bay Regional with the Bug 2.0, which is our first ever Ranger vehicle. Last year, after winning the Monterey Bay Regional, the Sea Sweepers got the opportunity to travel to Newfoundland, Canada for the MATE International competition. The international competition last year was a tremendous learning experience for the Sea Sweepers team. Going to the international competition last year and interacting with 36 other teams from around the world was a great experience for the Sea Sweepers, and we're so privileged to be able to do it again this year. At the international competition, the Sea Sweepers placed 13th out of 34 teams overall. Even though we didn't score as well as other teams, the experiences that we took from the international competition were tremendously helpful in creating this year's vehicle. So this year we started to get an early jump on building our vehicle. We started in about October this year. Not only did we learn a ton about new technology this year, but we also learned how to work better as a team. This year the Sea Sweepers built the most advanced robot in our lineup. We like to call this robot Bruce. Bruce stands for the Black Robot Under Constant Explosions. The reason why we call it this is because it's black, it's a robot, and it caught on fire multiple times. Through many long, hard nights of work, we finally got Bruce to the point where it was not under constant explosions and was able to be thrown in the pool without exploding. If you look at this year's vehicle compared to last year's vehicle, there's a few major changes that are very apparent. In the previous years, we just kind of throw a PVC frame together and kind of expect it to work. This year we did a lot more designing than building. We designed our entire frame on a CAD software. We designed custom motor mounts, custom camera housings, and custom mission attachments. We had all these designs either 3D printed or CNC water jet cut, which allowed for super precise attachments with no extra weight. On April 30th this year, the Sea Sweepers took home first place overall for the 2nd year in a row at the Monterey Bay Regionals. Because we did so well in the Monterey Bay Regional, we were invited to the international competition held this year in Houston, Texas. The competition is in Houston because it is the home of NASA's Neutral Buoyancy Lab. The NASA Neutral Buoyancy Lab is a giant indoor pool that actually has a full-size International Space Station in it. It's where the NASA astronauts train before they go to space, and we're going to be competing in the same exact pool. We'll be traveling to Houston in the middle of June this year, and our team is super excited for the experience to going to the international competition again. In addition to having to raise funds to actually travel to Houston, we need to raise funds to upgrade our vehicle this year to get it ready for the international competition. Raising funds is one of the hardest parts about being in this club, to find sponsors that are willing to donate to our club. Like I previously mentioned, our team is recognized as an official non-profit, which means all your donations are tax exempt. If you'd like to learn more about us, check out our website. We also have a Facebook and an Instagram that you can check out with live updates.